What's going on, MSFers? Duelim here, back again with another video, and today we've got Cosmic Crucible Week 6, a bonus week for defense. So yeah, Cosmic Crucible did get extended by another week. Yuck, I know. We were so excited for new rules. The good news is, by the time you guys are seeing this video, you've seen the new rules, and you can get excited for the next week. But we do have one more week of these rules, so I've got to come up with one more defense. And we're going to start off in Room 3, because Room 3 is definitely going to change once Null comes out, because it's got Mephisto in there. So we're just going to do a double pre-taunt with Annihilators and Mephisto. So this is going to stop Starjammers, because there's two pre-taunts in here. One of the pre-taunts will be stopped by Lalandra, obviously, but the other one, Zombie Juggernaut, will soak up the Havoc hit. Also, Havoc can't special in this room to stun anybody turn 1, which is really great. So I doubt Starjammers will work in here. This is going to be still a good suck room, just because people are going to struggle into this, because it still has Mephisto in here. But the problem is, once Null comes out this weekend, Null is going to be stopping the Empowered from Mephisto, so he's never going to do that pact. So I think Null could be a really big part in countering this room, because you could do like a Null Ares, take off the pre-taunt with like Ultimus, and that's pretty much it, and they'll just fall over. So it'll be interesting to see the counters we come up with Null, because he is a new character. So it'll be interesting to see how we are going to counter Mephisto pretty easily. Coming into room number 4, we've got the Retaliate room, and I'm just throwing in Hercules here because he's a big stat character. If he does get to his turn, he can definitely hit very hard. I liked the Dormammu in here. The Dormammu was interesting because Falcon did get revived and then was able to ult and almost one-shot an Immortal X-Men in round 3, which was really funny. But I want to use Dorm somewhere else this week, so we're going to keep just the pretty much full Mighty Avengers in here and just go here and see how this does. It'll be interesting. I think it's still just going to be an efficiency suck. There's pretty easy counters to this, but again, an efficiency suck always works for me. I will take it. Room number 6, I'm changing it up a little bit. We're keeping the Nightcrawler in here, but instead we're doing Orcus. So before I had Superior 6 in here. The problem with that is I was losing so much on offense, because Superior 6 is such a versatile offense team, because they can take out things like Liberty really well with Mysterio thrown in there, because Mysterio stops the immunity. And you know, with the Vulture throw in, because they steal the speed up from other teams. So it was kind of a detriment to have it on defense, and it wasn't benefiting me enough. It was still a good team. It just wasn't as good, because if they had Superior 6 on offense, they could just mirror it with Vulture, and it got deleted. So here, I noticed this team did pretty well in, I think, rounds 2 and 3. I think Night Stalkers failed against it, if I'm not mistaken, which was pretty interesting. So Nightcrawler ults turn 1. All of the Orcus members have immunity, so we don't have to worry about the ability block going on them, so that's always great. Then they will also have slow on them from Nightcrawler, so Lady Deathstrike, obviously, at 127 speed will go very quickly. Put an ult out there. Once again, not ability block anybody. Then Omega Sentinel will ult, not ability block anybody. Then Nimrod will ult, not ability block. You know how it goes. It's the same thing over and over again. Turn order's probably messed up. I think Nimrod goes before because of the summon, because he gets extra speed, because it's 10% speed. So it's really good, because they all get to use their ultimates without the negative side to it, which is really, really nice. It's a good suck team. I take it. I like the efficiency suck teams. But you're not really going to put anything in 6 that's going to stop people. The rooms that are going to potentially stop people are coming up. We'll talk about room 5 next. So room 5, we're sticking with the same thing. This is where Scientist Supreme is. This has only been one shot once. It's only been one shot one time ever by anybody. So I'm going to keep it, because it's really funny. I know a lot of people have been talking about the strat of pausing. So if you have Omega Red dead and everybody else is dead, and then Phoenix, you kill Phoenix, the first Phoenix, And right as she's dead, before she comes back into Dark Phoenix mode, you just pause and time out because technically everybody is dead. So when Phoenix dies, she's technically dead because Dark Phoenix is a summon. So if you have everybody dead and Omega Red's dead and everything like that, and Phoenix dies, right when she dies, just pause the game and time out, because when she comes back into her Dark Phoenix mode with 100% turn meter, she's going to special and revive Omega Red. So if you don't even bother and you just time out, you avoid the revive from Omega Red, but you also don't have to kill the Dark Phoenix either and potentially lose more efficiency because she's got that 20-30% health steal on her special, puts that defense down out there and potentially gets to her ult. So there's a little trick for you. I'm not a weenie. I don't participate in the Weenie Hut Jr. fan club, so I don't do that because I think it's just cheesy. So I don't do it. It's not that deep. So you can do it if you want. Save you a couple turns of efficiency. Cool, fine. I'm not going to because there's no point. And then next up, we've got room number 2. We're going to keep Odin Illuminati because this is going to be the Starjammers suck. So Starjammers will be going into this room almost always. And it's going to be interesting to see how they do with the new buffs that they got as well, or if it's still going to be dependent on how big your characters are, or maybe you won't be able to get through Odin still. Little note about Odin, make sure you're putting on the gear 19.5 on him, which is the middle left piece, because it is a big stat bump. Took him to like 1.7 million health, I think. So it was really, really good stat bump. A lot of damage as well. I'll probably end up putting Fortifier on Odin as well, because Fortifier on defense is much better because of the drain mechanic that he gets, and the wave. He's surviving so much longer. So he's really, really good there. And then room 2, we got a little bit of a wild card because I wanted Night Stalkers on offense because I've noticed they're way better on offense than just throwing them on defense and watching somebody roll over it with like new Emma and just crap with new Emma. So I'm going to do some just big characters, honestly. We've got Dorm for the revives, obviously to revive Doom and Sus. Doom is, I've found 0 uses for Doom on offense. Same thing with Dorm, honestly. So I figured why not put them both in the same room. Super Scroll for the turn meter because Super Scroll is always going to be problematic on defense. So I think just people seeing this team, they're going to want to use Immortal. They're going to want to use Cabal. They're going to want to use something pretty fast or something that stops turn meter on this room. And that's fine with me because this is a garbage room that does not take away from my offense at all. Because once again, I haven't used Doom or Dorm as a combo together for a very long time. We've also got 2 bigger characters in Ms. Marvel Classic and Medusa. Medusa can hit pretty hard if she's hitting into like a defense down and she has offense up. She's definitely going to be hitting pretty hard. So this could potentially catch somebody off guard, maybe get a quick kill. And then if you're stuck on the Ms. Marvel taunt, that's going to be pretty annoying as well because she's very tanky and then you can't get to the Doom, all that kind of stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what somebody runs in here. I think it's going to take a bigger team than people think. And they're going to overcommit or undercommit and get caught with their pants around their ankles, which would also be pretty funny. So pretty unfortunate that we have to have these rooms again, but only one more week and we will be done. I did go 0-3 as well, so an absolute terrible performance by me, but that's okay. Got to throw before Professor X comes out, right? Right, and overpowered. That's going to be great. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you guys like the defense. If you don't leave a comment. If you do leave a comment. I'm kidding. If you don't like the defense, leave a comment. Let me know. I love seeing the critiques you guys give me. It's exciting. But until next time, this has been Duelim. Later, MSFers.